welcome back. Today we're continuing our discussion of music in Shakespeare and the songs that Shakespeare added to his plays. We've been looking at the songs of Midsummer Night's Dream, and there aren't actually as many as you'd think. Last time we looked at Titania's lullaby. This time, we're going to look at Bottom's song as he is lost in the woods. It's called the Ouzel Cock. In the middle of the play, the fairy Puck enchants Bottom the Weaver. He's a goofy, clownish actor with a rather large head, and Puck enchants him so that his head will actually be that of an ass or a donkey. All of his friends panic and run away from him, and so poor Bottom is lost alone in the woods and enchanted. And so in order to comfort himself, he begins to sing this song, which then awakens the fairy queen Titania, who also has been enchanted. And she's been enchanted to fall in love with the next person she sees. So, as soon as she wakes, she falls in love with the ridiculous Bottom. The song goes like this. The Ouzel Cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill, the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer, nay. The song doesn't have a whole lot of really rich meaning. Mostly it's a list of birds. The Ouzel Cock is the black bird, who he describes as black of hue, or black of color, with an orange bill. He then mentions the throstle, or the thrush, and the wren, which is a very small little bird. The finch, the sparrow, and the lark all are other birds that he mentions, and finally the cuckoo. Cuckoos are a bird associated with ridiculousness, particularly with husbands who are made ridiculous by their wives cheating on them. And so the last line is a reference to that concept, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. So when you hear the cuckoo, you know it's gotta be true. You've been made a fool of. You've been made a cuckold. The song is ridiculous and silly and goes very well with the comical Bottom, but most especially it is an opportunity for him to show off the braying of the donkey, or the ass, and now that his head has been transformed into an ass. And of course, ending with the word nay offers him an opportunity to really neigh it out. All this, of course, provides contrast and juxtaposition with the elegant fairy queen Titania, who will then fall in love with the very ridiculous and very pathetic Bottom, which will provide lots of comic relief in the next bit of the play, but also makes Titania a rather pitiable character until she's finally freed from her enchantment. As is true of most songs performed by clowns, it is performed for comic effect and by the clown himself. Royal characters, the courtly characters, or the fancy fairies usually don't sing their own songs, with the exception of the very magical Ariel in The Tempest. So earlier, when Titania had a song performed for her, it was by her fairy servants. A lot of times the royalty in the court have songs performed for them by servant figures. But the clowns perform their own songs, because they are the source of their own entertainment. And their singing is not necessarily for elegance and beauty, but rather to underscore their ridiculousness, as we see here. Thanks for watching! You can click to subscribe, or to go to my Patreon page, where you can find more resources for videos like this, including guided questions to go along with the songs and plays of Shakespeare, as well as other works of literature. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.